Constella on a browser, you're going to simply go to constella.com/sign-in. Your username will be your email address. Then you can enter your password and sign in. Similar to the mobile version, when you log into Constella, you're going to come to a place where you see your feed. And you'll see right now on the left-hand side the navigation. We're currently looking at Books in Elementary School, which is going to give us all the information across the school calendar, the classrooms that I'm part of, as well as the committees that I belong to. Now in this case, if you want to filter your view and see something only for a particular classroom, you can easily select that and interact with that classroom here. We recommend in general that you look at the feed at the top, Books and Level, so that you'll see all the announcements, the events, the signups that pertain to you across all your classrooms and your committees. One of the first things you're going to want to do in Constella is to update your privacy and notification settings. If you come up to your account and you choose Account Settings, you can see your contact information, and then you can set the privacy of if you want your phone and email address to be visible and your child's photo able to be posted to Constella, and then notifications. If you're someone that doesn't like getting a notification every time something changes in the app, then you're going to want to come in and update your notification frequencies as well. You can also see here your children. So you can see that there's a place where you could change the classroom, or you could add a child here if you need to. Next year, when we use Constella again for the second year, you will actually be all set up, and all you will do is come in and select the classroom that your child's in for that year once that information is posted. Now let's take a look at a couple other things within Constella that you're going to want to do. The first is the calendar. The calendar view works very similar to the way the feed works, where you can filter based on an individual classroom or committee that you belong to, or you can see everything in the calendar at the top level, which again is what we recommend. One of the things you will want to do is sync your calendar from Constella to your personal calendar. To do that, you'll just simply click on Sync to My Calendar, and you'll see there's two options here. The first is your participation calendar. These are jobs that you've signed up for or events you've RSVP'd for. You'll want to sync that one so you can get those on your calendar. And then the event calendar is all the classroom and school events. And that one you'll also want to sync to your personal calendar, and then you'll get everything in one place. And you also will get updates as they happen throughout the year. So you know you're always getting the latest and greatest calendar if you've gone through the process of syncing. Now let's take a look at some of the other things you can do in Constella. If you'd like to join a committee, so if you're interested in volunteering for something, you can see on the left-hand side, you can choose committees. And here you'll see a list of all the committees that are available. Typically all the programs and events that we run will have a committee. So you can scroll down, see what you're interested in, and if you see something that looks interesting, you could select that committee, and you could see what jobs are available. It'll show you the time commitment for the job, a little description, and then you could simply sign up, and that will put you into the committee. When you do that, if you notice, I'm going to sign up now for the Teacher Treats Coordinator. I now have officially joined the Teacher Appreciation Committee. So you can see here that I see it in my navigation. It keeps track for me of the committees that I'm in. If we go back to the Books in Elementary School, you can also see in the feed here that there are some signups that have been posted. Some of these are for the classroom. So you'll see in my sample classroom here, Kinder Smith, I have some options to sign up for an in-class volunteer, or I can set my preferences for a general classroom volunteer. And this will be something that many of you will have at the beginning of the year. So I'm interested, let's say, in maybe being a garden parent, and I want to help with library. So I'm going to set those two as my preferences so I can see how I want to, which things I'm most interested in helping with. And then if I change my mind or I want to remove them, I can just simply withdraw. And generally that's the case everywhere you go in Constella. You will have the option to withdraw the same way that you're signing up for opportunities. So you don't have to worry if you get overcommitted and decide you need to cut back. You can simply come back in and remove yourself from those jobs. You also can always get to more where you can see sign up. So as we have events, so for example, in a classroom, it could be a Halloween party or some kind of special party that's happening across the school. We'll do sign-ups for things like walkathon. When we are ready to start accepting volunteers for walkathon, that's where you'll find those types of things. Announcements here, and then also files and links and photos. So all of those things are always accessible from the More menu. Hopefully this overview is helpful in getting you started with Constella.